Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina. I am a professional tarot reader and astrologer. I would like to thank everyone that stopped by my previous video, the first video of this channel. Um, and you guys are amazing. People who follow me on Instagram and who follow me on my other channel, who are subscribed to my other channel. And when I said that I was creating this channel to practice my English, they immediately wanted to know, wanted to be part of it and to support me. So thank you very much. With all my heart, thank you. Today, we're going to discuss archetypes. An archetype is an image that has the power to inspire you. And it may be a good inspiration or a evil, bad, or not really good for you or productive image, right? Symbol. Let's say if you get too interested in some weird creep kind of image, like let's say Charles Manson, what kind of an archetype or inspiration you can get from that? So yes, we have good archetypes, we have good symbols that may inspire us to do good things for ourselves or bad things for ourselves and other people. Okay, this discussion will be about the good archetypes that helped me throughout my life and that I met while studying the tarot. So tarot, if you read tarot, if you know tarot, tarot is all about archetypes. We deal with 78 cards of archetypes. Each one of them can be described as a symbol or an image that inspire us in some way. So I chose major arcana and minor arcana that were very important to me, especially in these last years since the pandemic and all that. Sally Nichols, who is the writer of, oh my God, where is my book? I found it. Sally Nichols, who wrote Jung and the Tarot. I think it's Jung and Tarot. In Portuguese is Jung e o Tarot. Sally Nichols say that weird or strange things happen when you meet or face an archetype. So archetypes can be kind of like magic. When you start working with an image and you want to be like that, you're going to be inspired by it. It's kind of like magic because, magic's about intention, right? And if you think about magical things, the wand, it's about intentions. And archetypes work like that. You look at a certain image and you want to be like that image. And then magic happens because you start to feel like that. It's psychological, but it can be mystical too. So let's start. The first card is the Fool. I decided to start with this because it's a 0, it's number 0. And because I opened this channel especially because of this card that I'm currently studying, although I am already a tarot reader, a professional tarot reader. When you start in the tarot journey, you just can't stop studying. The focus of this research I'm making right now is the Fool. And it's interesting because in Portuguese, the fool is o louco, which is the crazy person. And sometimes you need to do crazy stuff. Some people will say you were crazy, you were insane. You are insane If you do that, if you travel alone, or if you start this business, you're insane. And then you are Walt Disney and you have this amazing idea and people were saying to you that you're crazy. And in the end, you're right to be a little crazy. So this is the energy of the Fool. And it is very important to me because sometimes I am very, very shy and very, I can be too much inside of myself, like the high priestess. So I need to learn a little bit of the Fool. And if you are in a situation where you lack initiative, then this is the perfect archetype you need to focus on. When you don't feel brave, look at this card. Just look at it. Just look at it and feel it and work with this archetype. How do we work with an archetype? You need to have the image and look at the image, okay? And feel it, right? So the next archetype and tarot card that is very important is the Magician. So the Magician was very important to me, and I have these little experiences with this card, especially in the day-to-day basis where something is missing and I can find it, and I just start thinking, is my wallet here in my room? And then I pull a card and comes the Magician, and I know that I can't find it. I can fix that. I have the abilities. So here is the magic of the Magician. This archetype is about being able, being skillful. You have the abilities. If you think you're not good enough, you don't have it in you, then you need the archetype of the Magician, because it will make you feel like you are like this guy here. You have all of these tools. You're powerful. Next archetype that I work consistently with because it represents the feminine, and I work with feminine energy. I am an astrologer who has a focus on feminine astrology. She is special for women, but also for men that feel like they are not pretty or beautiful, or they are not fertile or prosperous. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Sorry, guys. But what I mean is, sometimes we think everything we touch die. So you're living a moment of lack in your life. And this is a terrible way of seeing things. And this archetype, the Empress archetype, is one who will help you see that you can make things grow, that you are a fertile person. You can make things get better in your life. You don't need to be the same way that you are today 1 year from now. So when you don't feel beautiful, when you don't feel creative, reach for this archetype. The Star and the Strength, they kind of give me the same energy, which is the archetype of being internally strong, a person who deals or struggles with anxiety or depression, or you are going through a very tough time in your life. And these two cards, they are amazing. When you look at the Strength card and you see what is written here, strength, you feel like you are becoming more tough in a different way than the physically tough, aggressive. Is more like a spine, right? You are capable of being reasonable and patient and know that this time will pass. This too shall pass, right? And this is a card that can make you very calm when you are in the middle of a very hard or turbulent time. And the Star, especially when we're talking about love and relationships and things not going the way you want with that guy or that girl, And you look at this and you remember the symbol of the star, and the archetype of the star is faith, is everything happens as it should happen. And you can't control everything because there is a purpose. If this person is in your destiny, you will meet this person. You will be together. You don't need to put such strong will on something that should be natural. So this card is amazing because it gives us this energy of let go, let it go. It reminds me of that song, The Beatles, right? Let it be, let it be. And this is the archetype you're dealing with when you look at this arcana, at this major arcana, the Chariot. I see this card, this archetype, as the archetype of energy. Sometimes we just don't have it. We're not really the most energetic in the room. There are some people out there that can have that struggle with blood issues, that feel very tired all the time, that don't have the will and the strong will to make things happen. You guys who kind of identify with this energy, you need the archetype of the Chariot, because if you work with this archetype in your life, you feel energetic, you will feel this energy to go after the things you want. This is a very powerful archetype. You should be careful when you're dealing with a Chariot because you can get a little bossy in a way. The World. I always say that the World card was very important in my journey to working with astrology and the tarot on the internet, because I come from a Catholic background, and to open up and say that I was a tarot reader and that I was an astrologer was not easy. And when I asked if I should do that, I asked the cards, right? If I should put my work, my studies, my interest in astrology and tarot out there, this was the card that showed up. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. And this was perfect because this card told me, you will be this woman dancing, happy, free. So technically, this card is about success. If you are going to, let's say, you're going to a job interview and you need to speak English, or you need to speak French or another language, and you're very nervous and you're afraid you're going to fail, you get this card and you look at this card, and you work with the archetype of the World, because this is success. You're going to be successful. So if you're going to open a business, right, and you are afraid, you need to work with the archetype of the World. I picked 3 minor arcana to introduce to you as archetypes, and they were very important to me. I don't know, there are other cards very important in the tarot. I'm putting my personal journey here with these cards, okay? The first is the 6 of Wands, and I love my interaction with this card, because if I pull this card, I know I can do it. I know I'm going to be good at it, and people will compliment me for whatever it is. I remember I am a very skinny girl. I was a very skinny girl, and I wanted to go to the gym and, be more muscular, more, and more. But I was very scared, because that place, I went 2 days, and I was scared, guys, because, you know, I felt like I felt so out of my lane because, you know, those people, they were all fit and I wasn't. I was very skinny. And I was not really, I was very insecure. And I pulled this card when I asked if I should try and keep going. And it worked. I kind of got the body at the time. Pandemia or coronavirus crisis kind of wrecked my gym history, but at the time it worked. And since then, my relationship with this archetype is, if you're insecure, if you are a person who does not believe in yourself, you have the skills, you have the abilities, you know, right? You're not insecure because you think you are not good. You know you're good. You are insecure of showing it to the world and be judged by other people. This is the archetype you want to work with. This guy, he just went to war and he came back victorious. And everyone is kind of complimenting him and going after him, being the center of attention, right? So if you want that experience of winning, and not just winning for yourself, but with everyone seeing, you want to work with the energy of this card. But be careful, right? Be careful because you can get a little egoic. You have this word in English, I don't know, but you can get too caught up in your ego. So be careful. Don't use it too much. This is special for people who are so shy and insecure. You guys need this. Okay, so if you are someone who is a little bit lazy, and I don't mean to offend anyone, but if you are a lazy person, you don't like to dedicate yourself to things, or you are so hyperactive that you just can't stand still to focus, this is an archetype that you should definitely work with, the Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles is about concentrating. It's about, this card is about being dedicated to something, whatever it is, especially if it is something you're studying or something you're researching, or your ability in, I don't know, some type of art. This archetype is really good to work with when you are a person who is not used to dedicating yourself full time and with full commitment to things. And to close this video, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is the card of law of attraction, is the card of abundance. You know, this woman here, she has everything she needs. So when you are a person who is always looking at things from the worst side, if you live life with a mindset of lacking things, money, work, you should work with this archetype. It will help you to see things in a more positive, and attract more positive things, especially in the material, financial part of your life. This was very important to me because I can be a little too scared of spending money. But money needs to flow. You're so scared of losing money that you're just gripping it so hard. This is not an abundant mindset. And this card taught me to be more abundant with my money. And I think it can be good if you're too pessimistic, or if you're too Capricornian, if you're too Saturnian. This card can help you so much to have a better mindset regarding money and work. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next. Bye.